Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I got a haircut. I wasn't feeling too well, actually got COVID, and I just wanted some change and I decided to get a haircut. So this is how I'm gonna look going forward until my hair grow back. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the perfume that I have decluttered. So the first perfume that I've decluttered is Atelier des Ors Lune Feline. I actually do love that perfume. I remember it was a little bit of a woodier, like spicy vanilla. It's actually really nice. It does last a long time and it leaves a beautiful sillage. It's very different than the other perfume that I have in my collection. Now the reason why I declutter it is because there is a little bit of an animalic in the dry down of Lune Feline, and I don't know, out of all the scent that I have, I don't really gravitate towards using that, and I have been wanting to get Atelier des Ors Rousseray. Actually I did get it. Rousseray, so because of that I decided to let go of Lune Feline. Yeah, so the dry down is a little bit animalic. I do enjoy using it, but I also have been wanting to get Eau de Well Eau de Toilette, and they have a very similar spicy vanilla vibe, and I decided that I'll just stick with Atelier des Ors Rousseray, which I haven't opened yet, so I have no idea how this one smells like. So I decided to let go of my Lune Feline and maybe get Eau de Well Eau de Toilette. Just because there's this like animalic vibe that I don't gravitate towards using. And also my good friend Kayla's Perfume wanted to get Lune Feline, so I decided to let go of mine so that she could have hers. Alright, so the next one that I got rid of is Narciso Eau de Parfum. This is the white cube. It's actually a beautiful gardenia vetiver scent with Narciso powdery musk. It is so beautiful. It's just that I have two Narciso, and then this is Narciso Poudre, which I prefer a lot more. And I just don't want two of a very similar scent. I mean, they're not similar because this one is clearly a powdery musk with jasmine, musk, and woods, whereas the other one's like gardenia, vetiver, and musk. So clearly it's a very different scent, but they both have this similar Narciso musk with powdery, velvety. When I'm in the mood of wearing Narciso, I gravitate towards using Poudre, and because of that, I decided to let go of Narciso White Cube. Nothing wrong with the scent, I just don't gravitate towards using, and at this pace, I'm super duper picky with the perfume that I have and that I decided to keep. So the third one that I decided to get rid of is Yves Saint Laurent Leap. This is the original that I got rid of. The reason is because I have the intense version, and it's quite similar to the original with the exception of this one has a lot more vanilla, and I just don't need two of the same thing. And on top of that, I also have Dossier Floral Lavender, which is the clone of Yves Saint Laurent Leap. And I am a nosmic to Leap. Sometimes I could smell it, sometimes I can't. And I definitely could smell Dossier Floral Lavender because this is way more beast mode. This one I'm not a nosmic to it, whereas Leap Original I am a nosmic to it, and I do have the intense version which I could smell all the time, whereas the original sometimes I could smell it for maybe 2 hours at most, and after that it just disappeared on me. So for those of you that are not a nosmic to Leap Original, find that Original is beast mode. It lasts 12 plus hours, but in my case it never lasted more than 2 hours. So because of that, I decided to let that one go. Alright, so number 4. The perfume that I got rid of is Kenzo Amor. I actually do love that one a lot. That one has rice pudding. It has that wheat scent. It has like powderiness. It's such a beautiful scent. I'm actually really enjoy it. The reason why I get rid of it is because I have this Dior Hypnotic Poison that smells pretty similar. It gives the same vibe. It's not too similar because this one smells like blankety with tuberose. There's plum in here. There is almond in here. There is floral. So to me, if I were to pick one, which I had a video of all the comparison of Dior Hypnotic Poison like scent, my strongest preference is Hypnotic Poison, and Kenzo Amor unfortunately doesn't really compete for me because it sits closer to the skin. It doesn't project as long. It is decent in longevity, lasts about 4 to 6 hours, but Hypnotic Poison lasts way longer, and that one, the dry down, has this sour musk that I'm not a big fan of. So out of the two, I actually prefer Hypnotic Poison, and because of that, I decided to let go of my Kenzo Amor. Alright, so the next one that I got rid of, that I'm getting rid of in my perfume collection, is Serge Lutens Santal Majuscule. I actually do enjoy this a lot. It's a beautiful sandalwood with rose and cocoa powder. The reason why I'm getting rid of it is because the longer I own it, the more obvious the rose scent is in there. I'm not a big fan of rose. It does smell a little bit too, I don't know, I just don't really like rose. So out of all my sandalwood scent, which I have Gris Chanel, I have Santal Carmen, Atelier Cologne, and also have Sana Jardin Sandalwood Temple. And out of all those selection, Serge Lutens Santal Majuscule is my least preferred scent. Because of that, I decided to get rid of that one from my perfume collection. Number 6, the perfume that I decided to get rid of is Guerlain, My Insolence Eau de Toilette. I actually got this from Olfactophiles. I was never impressed when I got it. It has this like almond blossom and raspberry berry scent with Insolence DNA, which is powderiness. It's not sweet. It has this raspberry scent that reminds me so much of Givenchy Haute Couture Eau de Toilette. It's the same raspberry in there, but also it has this like almond blossom. For some reason I don't get along with almond blossom. It smells very synthetic. It smells like plastic syntheticness without much of sweetness. Yeah, I tried it and I wasn't too impressed with it. I don't know, I tried. I even overspray hoping that I'll fall in love with it, but I never understand the hype of My Insolence Eau de Toilette. Yeah, it's a unicorn, it's sought upon, and I just decided that it's not for me and I don't have space for it. So because of that, I decluttered Guerlain My Insolence Eau de Toilette. So I also heard that it's the best it's the best Insolence out of all the Insolence. So if that's your favorite perfume, I'm sorry, but for some reason that particular one doesn't get along with my skin chemistry. I know that there's a lot of other Insolence that's in the market, but My Insolence Eau de Toilette definitely did not work out for me, and because of that I declutter it. Alright, number 7. The perfume that I got rid of is Mancera Roses Vanille. You'd be so surprised. I think I mentioned that before. I actually love Roses Vanille. It's like one of my all-time favorite. It's like a perfume that I would never get rid of, and I absolutely love the rose, vanilla, and sugar scent. The reason why I got rid of it is because I got Deluxe Tiziana Terenzi. This one smells very similar to Roses Vanille with addition of coffee note. And it doesn't have the syntheticness of Mancera. because I just recently got deluxe, so I decided that I want to try to use this a lot more and maybe see if I could get along with this. If I really miss Roses Vanille and I decided I don't want this, I could always repurchase Roses Vanille. But yeah, it's very similar with Deluxe Tiziana Terenzi. If you have this, you don't need Roses Vanille. If you have Intense Cafe, you don't need this one. If you have Florence Swiss Arabian, you don't need this one, or Gentle Fleur de Gold. Yeah, they're somewhat different, but they're very similar. If you have one, you really don't need the other, unless if you're a collector, and unless you really love the DNA, then if you do you. If you want to buy all of it, that's up to you. But for me, I really don't want to have something that is too similar from one another. So yeah, I decided to declutter my Mancera Roses Vanille. Alright, so the last but not least, a perfume that I no longer have, not because I decluttered, but because I finished it off, is Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Actually, I do really enjoy that one. It's a nice tuberose plum. I'm excited that I finally no longer have it, because now I could actually try to purchase Kilian Rolling in Love. But yeah, it smells pretty similar to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I did not declutter it, I actually finished it off. And I have a subscriber that wanted to have a decant of it, so I decided to send her the whole bottle. I'm super excited. It's actually a really beautiful scent and I absolutely love the bottle. It's in the form of like a beautiful heels, stilettos shoes, which I absolutely adore. So now I think I might get Kilian Rolling in Love, or I might get another Good Girl, another flanker, I'm not sure. But yeah, I no longer have Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I know that it's a love it or hate it scent. I know a lot of YouTubers that don't like it. I personally enjoy it. I thought it's a very sexy, seductive night out 10. And I just love the bottle. I love how it smells. Although towards the end, I do smell a little bit syntheticness from Good Girl. So yeah, I might be getting Kilian Rolling in Love. That's it guys, those are the 8 perfumes that I no longer have in my collection. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.